Menstruating on the waning moon, also known as the purple moon cycle. I will be discussing in this video what it means to bleed during this lunar phase. The red, purple, white and pink moons symbolise the different ways a woman's moon cycle is currently flowing with the phase of the moon. These will often change throughout a woman's life as she enters different phases of her journey. And remember, there is no right or wrong time to bleed during the month, with it being connected to the moon. So trust that whenever you bleed, whatever moon cycle that is with, that is reflective of the phase you are at on your current journey. It is more popular for women to bleed either with the red or the white moon, so that's the full moon or the new moon. However, like we say, depending on your journey that you're on and the phase of life that you're in, they can change. So the waning moon takes place after a full moon, and it is when the moon begins to get smaller in the sky and its light decreases in transition to the new moon. 3 moon phases are connected with the waning moon. Straight after the full moon, for around 7 days, we experience the waning gibbous. When the moon is halfway lit, it's called the third, the last quarter. Just before the new moon, the waning crescent is visible in the sky. During the waning moon, it's maybe not the best time to start anything new. Instead, look at finishing projects you have already started. It's a time for closure, retrospection, reorganizing, analyzing, reflection, rest, getting rid of old habits, slowing down, observing yourself, banishing negative energies, and planning for the new moon cycle. It is important to do the inner work during this phase of the moon, so you're ready to set your intentions for the month ahead with the new moon. So a lot of people during this phase, if you're bleeding now, you will find that maybe old traumas are coming up. You may have a lot of emotions coming up that you have to deal with. And you may find that there's a lot of inner healing work coming up that needs to be done. But trust that will be for your highest good. And even though it is painful, where you can try and work through that, because that's what's going to help you then move forward into the next cycle of the moon, which will be the new moon, and you will be able to set your intentions in a much more positive way. Now, bleeding during this phase is a call that you're being guided to see the blooms and manifestations of the previous full moon. Using the information you have opened up to and received during previous bleed times, as when we bleed, we are connected to source so much more powerfully. It's literally like, as I say, having 1 foot in this world and 1 foot in the spirit realm. It's really special as women that we get to experience that. Now, it'll be, so during previous, journaling, meditation or quiet time, what information or insights did you receive? So look back on that and have a think. Now, for example, one of mine was confirmed in a meditation. It's on my page and it's the 3rd eye meditation I did. My message I received from my spirit guide was that I needed to write more, as this would be very beneficial to me and a way of helping others also. As this is something I've been saying for a long time, so I know I'm making a conscious effort to journal more, and I will start with writing my book. So when I got that confirmation, it was really nice because it confirmed to me that that is what I should be doing. So verifying the knowledge you already have will help to develop plans and projects. I also call this time a transitional phase in our lives. Often when we are in the process of change, or change is taking place in our lives, or we are feeling called in a new direction, or to deal with the inner shadow work or healing. The energy of this phase can also be used to edit, clear out, break bad habits or addictions, and end bad relationships. Your intuition will be heightened, and your patience and tolerance levels may be lower than usual. This is the best time to finish the work that we set out during the last new moon. Working with lunar energies can be very helpful in any kind of manifestation or law of attraction. By observing these natural cycles, we can add a little lunar energy to our plans. When the moon is getting smaller and smaller, it's a time to be grateful and to forgive and forget where we can. If you've been manifesting things for a while, you know how important it is to let go of your idea and surrender this to the universe. Sometimes the best things come when we don't expect them at all. And we do have to give the universe that little bit of time and space to be able to deliver to us for our highest good. It's also the best time to give thanks to others and being grateful for the progress that we've made through positive and negative situations as well. Surprisingly, this is the quickest way to let the universe know that we acknowledge all the learning in the past 2 weeks and release unnecessary expectations. My favourite way to incorporate gratitude in everyday life is to write down or think about people, events, or things that I'm grateful for. I also, throughout the day, I literally say I am so thankful for like the food I'm eating, the water I have, the heating in my home, the lighting. It's the little things, but just making a point of showing our gratitude for them as and when we can is a really good energy to put out into the universe. You can also look at reducing clutter in your physical, emotional, and spiritual life. You can, for example, cleanse your space, get rid of things that no longer serve you, and try a more minimalistic way of living. I feel this is the perfect time for this, as during this cycle, I've been planning to actually declutter my home and my wardrobes and remove things that I no longer need, as energetically this will free up space for me. I've been thinking about it for several months, but it's weird that it's only actually now, as I'm actually bleeding during this current cycle, that I've actually been like, no, you've been thinking about this for way too long. And I've actually had to start doing it. So it just shows like that everything happens at the right time and when it's meant to. Now, another example of this is if you are setting intentions, for example, you want to find love or your future partner, have a look within now. Have you made space within your life for your true love? Have you focused on healing from previous relationships? So there is the mental and an emotional space for a new relationship. Is there space in your environment? Do you have physical time available for this? So look at other ways that you can make space for your future intentions so the universe can deliver. I hope this information has been helpful to you all. And thank you so much for listening. If you want to be notified of any more videos that I do that will be similar to this, then please subscribe and you will get notifications as I post new videos. Thank you so much for listening. Take care.